You're watching TelecomTV from Mobile World Congress 2018 in Barcelona. And I'm joined now by Christian Reilly, who is VP and CTO at Citrix Systems. Christian, thanks for talking to us on TelecomTV.
Very welcome, thank you.
Now, one of the key new announcements that Citrix Systems is making at this year's show is Citrix Analytics service. Can you tell me some of the reasons behind doing this?
Yes, certainly. So the Citrix Analytics service really starts with knowing what our strategy is around the secure digital workspace. So the idea of that is really to enable massive improvements in productivity for any industry by helping our customers to deliver any applications and data that their individual employees need to be more productive in more ways than ever before. So the real benefit of that is we want a 360-degree visibility into what those users actually do. And when you're in that user path, when you are part of the transactions for everyday business, you gather a large amount of data. And what you can do with that data is begin to do very interesting analytics with that. So we can actually understand patterns of usage, what customers do, how their employees do what they do, and build up some really interesting models to help us with overall productivity.
And how does this fit into the need to understand threats and secure data?
Yes, so it's very interesting. So let's go back to what the users do. So historically what we've done is try to protect devices and attack surfaces like through firewalls and other things. But the challenge is that that was very castle and moat approach to security, and we really live in metropolitan areas now. You think about what we do, we're accessing from different devices, different locations, different types of applications, some that are in our traditional enterprise data centers, some that are software as a service, some that are mobile. And when you think about this, you can't really use that traditional security approach. So by really understanding the patterns of usage, understanding what it is that these individual users do, we can build up interesting models, we can then apply machine learning techniques, artificial intelligence to those very same models, and actually figure out, am I, Christian, doing what I'm supposed to be doing, or am I actually somebody else? And it's that power of predicting how that security paradigm changes and being able to deliver that proactively to customers that gets people really excited.
So this rich analytics data can be used to solve a whole range of challenges. It's not just security, there are other usages as well.
Yes, so from the overall perspective, we see the opportunity for analytics being absolutely huge for Citrix, and actually huge for the industry. We started with security, because as we mentioned, that change in paradigm around how users work has forced us to think about security in a different way. So the security analytics is a key part of the strategy. But then we like to think about performance analytics. How do we understand what goes on the networks that those users use, and how can we tweak and adjust based on the output of those analytics? We think about availability, disaster recovery. This notion of always on is key to enterprises, key to customers going forward. So we can use the analytics in that way. And perhaps most interestingly, we think about productivity. So understanding what I do every day, very similar to how you would perhaps see on Amazon when you make a purchase. It recommends things that you should do that are very similar. So we think longer term, being able to have analytics that tell you what you should be doing in any given circumstance are actually super interesting for productivity.
So how do you think that service providers will actually use Citrix Analytics?
So the beauty of Citrix Analytics is that it's built on top of Citrix Cloud. So what that means is that we don't put any requirement on service providers to build their own infrastructure and to deal with complicated environments for analytics. The algorithms that we use, the machine learning techniques that we use are available to all service providers to actually take the data that we get, analyze it, and then make it available to their customers or their own security operations centers. So we have a huge, interesting multi-dimensional approach to how we're dealing with Citrix Analytics service.
Great. Well, Christian, thank you very much indeed for joining us today.
Thank you.